Hello YouTube, back once again with my Hannibal reviews, and here we are with episode 5, Contorno. Sorry this is a day late, I just didn't have time yesterday to shoot my review, but anyway, let's talk about this episode. So this episode basically picks up where the last one left off with the hunt is on for Hannibal Lecter by basically like every single major character. This was actually really great. It started off kind of slow, but this turned into a really great episode of Hannibal. Probably the worst part was the part that was slow was the stuff with what was the stuff with Will and that Asian woman he took from Hannibal's estate. Yeah, all that stuff is kind of dull. Just their conversations, I just didn't find very interesting. The only thing I thought was kind of interesting is when she says to him, like, "Wait, want to find Hannibal because you're afraid you want to end defeat because you're afraid you'll become him, aren't you?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's exactly it." I thought that was really interesting. I think the problem is Will is just it's always most enjoyable when he's either playing his very deep mind game or he's actually trying to be like friendly with his like the people who care about him, but you don't have that at the moment with Will, so he's kind of like just nothing but a permanent frowny face at the moment. So all the stuff with Will is pretty dull. All the other stuff though was really interesting. The stuff with Jack, I thought that was really sad actually. When Jack just like he got to when he was in Florence, I assume it has to be Florence. And he dumps his wife's ashes and then just also throws his ring into the river. Like I thought that was like, oh Jack, I'm so sorry. Oh God, I'm actually really now invested in Jack's dreams to save Will. Like, I will be very sad if Jack does not succeed. And also, while that's going on, it was also still fun to see Elena teamed up with the crazy, what was his name, Mason, the crazy, like, meat guy whose face got, like, who cut his own face off, like, it's always fun seeing them together, and just I like how Elena just tries to just use Hannibal's like taste and like love for specific food and wine to against him to try and track him down, which actually does work. Like it helps them like figure out where Bedelia is at the moment. So that was interesting. And then the stuff with Hannibal Lecter this episode. Hannibal, this was a really great stuff, all the stuff that had with Hannibal. First, like, he runs into someone who recognizes him as Hannibal Lecter, not, I forget whatever identity he's taking himself as, who's actually a detective, and I love the line when Hannibal's talking to Bedelia, and Hannibal's just happily playing his piano, and then Bedelia's like, wait, why are you so calmly playing the piano right now if you know someone's after you? I just love him, just like, oh, because you see, there's a price on my head, so now most detectives will not be working with a crime with a squad. They'll just be going after me personally, personally. So I have much less to be afraid of. I really did like that. I love how he basically does realize that in a strange way he's actually safer with the bounty on his head, which I found really interesting. And then this all led to a very cool finale in which like the detective like tries to get a fingerprint and he ends up getting drugged by Hannibal and then tied up in like one of those like card things you push, like those stand-up card, I don't know what you call them, and very, very much, my guess is supposed to be, and he's also tied up, but my guess is supposed to be very reminiscent from the one to the one from Silence of the Lambs, and or the one Will was in the second season, and then I just found it really interesting. I thought it was just so fun just seeing Hannibal as like so his all time sickest. He just pushes the guy, just starts tying him up so casually, and then the guy's phone rings and he picks it up and it's Elena on the phone, and then he's just like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Elena. You've caught me at an awkward time." She's like, "Hannibal, yes, I'm sorry. We can talk later, just not right now. I'm having a weird moment at the moment." I was like, "Oh, Hannibal, you're so sick." And then he got even sicker when you just saw him tie like the end of the guy's like rope like string thing like to one end, and then he's like guts in or guts out, and he just like I think guts out. And he just like takes time just casually just slices the guy's chest right open, pushes him out the window. It was a really dark and really good visual when like the guy like falls out. And he's basically like now hung, like it looks like he's hung, but then like all his guts just splatter on the ground in front of the museum. And then Hannibal looks outside, and Jack was there, and this was really awesome. What happened next? Just Jack was not in a good mood. You do not screw with Jack and his feelings right after his wife dies. Because this was freaking awesome. Basically, just what happens is just Jack walks inside and Hannibal tries to like get ready to fight him, but Jack gets the upper hand and never loses. He just beats the everlasting shit out of Dr. Lecter, just kicks him through glass, just like breaks his arm like in a wheel. Like I love how Hannibal, I love how casually he's like, well, I'm screwed, aren't I? Like he doesn't even like really try to fight back for the most part. I thought that was really interesting, and then it all accumulates when Hannibal, like with his last, just Jack tries to throw Hannibal out the window, and but the Hannibal grabs the hanging guy's corpse and then uses it to make it a shorter drop so he doesn't die, but he just starts slowly limping away. And my only thought was like, Jack, why isn't Jack running after him? I mean, he's limping. I mean, because Jack clearly stabbed him through the leg during the fight. And my only thought was like, you could probably really easily catch this guy right now. So I don't know what was up with that. Maybe there's an explanation for that somewhere. And still waiting for the appearance of the Red Dragon. Still has not shown up this season. Quite a bummer. I really want to see the Red Dragon show up, but not yet, I guess. And yeah, I don't think that was basically all that really happened this week. It was just a really cool episode of Hannibal. And going talking once again about cancellation, guys. It pains me to say this. I'm pretty sure Hannibal's over with this season. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last of Hannibal. Like, huge, like, because the two huge things. One, the creator's too busy working on American Gods to try to find someone else to produce Hannibal or a station to show at our website at this point. That and all the actors' contracts were released like in these past 2 days, and like I think like all of them have already been like offered other jobs, like because Hannibal it was such a great show, and because of that, I highly doubt we're getting a fourth season of Hannibal. Pains me to say it, but I think this is it for the origin story of Dr. Lecter. But oh well. YouTube, as always, please subscribe. I will see you next time. Okay, bye.